In the heat of the night, the engines roar. Sim Shack TV, giving you more. Lights on the track as the tension builds. Racing through the pixels, adrenaline spills. Grab your gear, get ready to ride. Slipstreams rolling, feel that pride. From the first lap to the last cross line, Sim Shack's got the action, every pulse divine. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark. From the Nürburgring to Bathurst climb, racing legends born, transcending time. Streaming live battles where the racers unite. Every drift and every turn, every high-speed fight. Watch the pros glow as they chase the fame. Sim Shack's the name, remember the game. With every pit stop and brake lock squeeze, the thrill of the race sends us to our knees. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark. Pixels collide, hear the engine scream. Virtual speedway, living the dream. In this digital world, we're kings of the track. With Sim Shack behind us, we'll never look back. Log in tonight, let's start that stream. Together we race as part of the team. Follow the leaders, chase that crown. On Sim Shack TV, we'll never back down. As the laps keep flying and tension compiles, join the live chat and share those smiles. With every victory and each bold move, we'll raise our glasses, let's get in the groove. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark. So tune in now, don't miss the ride. With Sim Shack TV, take your place in the stride. Feel the rush in the pixel parade. Together we race, together we blaze.
Welcome everybody to Sim Shack TV. Something a little bit different on a Wednesday night. We've got a 5-round series featuring the Toyota 86. Got a fairly good field assembled tonight. I think there's around about 20 drivers out on track qualifying at the moment. As we can see, it's actually Henry Fenson that is leading the way. Ben Faulkner, new to the series, is currently second. Then Ben Singer, Moz up in fourth. Some familiar names there from our Monday night league. Got young Jack Boyd is back. Racing the Toyotas. As I said, it's a 5-round series, so be over and done with fairly quickly, as qualifying is just about done. As Big G's joined us on the broadcast. He shouted the family a nice 2-bedroom beachside cabin in a place called Venus Bay. Well done, G. It's probably somewhere I could see myself being tonight, but here we are in the studio. And Damo joins the chat and says hello. Damo's actually out there racing tonight. He's decided to go free and easy, no practice at this stage, so we'll see how he fares. It's we're looking at Glen Boyd at the moment. I know. This is going to be interesting. I've got to get the numbers correct. Talk G into slowing down. That's a good thing, G. All right, let's see if we can get a grid up really quickly for race 1. So it's going to be Henry Fenson and row 2 is Moz, and gee, now we're flying through. Row 3, Glen Boyd, Steve Barker. Row 7 is Jack Boyd. Row 4, sorry, is Jack Boyd, Dave Gogol. Then row 5, Darren Linus, Rob McGrath. Then it's Anthony Connors and Amo. Then Scott Harvey, Dean Logsdale back for a run with the Toyotas. And it's Brett Hadfield, Campbell Hutton, Tony S and Joel Oosterwall. And it's Andy Phillips and Glenn Hill. Rounding out our 20, I believe. Just going to wait for people to grid up. I think most people have gridded up. What have we got going on here? Let's get rid of that. All right, lights
green
are
flag,
on.
green flag.
We're off and racing. Race 1, round 1 of the Toyota 86 series. Looks like everybody's got away well, which is a fantastic start. Head down through turn 1. It's now Ben Faulkner has jumped to the lead in front of Henry. Ben Singer still holds down that 3rd spot under a bit of pressure from Moz at this stage. Looks like the two Boyd boys are side by side. Be a long lot of tow down this long straight. So far, it's a clean start for the first half lap. No incidents to report of as Henry makes a move now down on the inside of Ben. Henry now takes back the lead. Meanwhile, Moz has moved up a spot as well. I think Ben has now grabbed that back. Oh, we have got a crasher further back. So it looks like Tony S is 12 wide. It's always full. Oh, looks like it was Dean Logsdale, I think. And Tony's spun around. It doesn't look like there's too much damage, so he should be fine to continue. No pit stops or anything required in this race, as looks like Ben might have a few internet issues at the moment. The car's just blinking a little bit there. So Henry's still leading through lap 1. A bit of a battle going on back here for what's this, currently 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. jump on board with Rob McGrath. So Damo just on the inside there. Oh, bit of contact there between Damo and Darren Linus. Looks like Darren's dropped a few spots, but no serious harm done. So Scott Harvey in behind Rob. Damo runs a slightly tighter line just to try and make sure that he's got that corner covered. Meanwhile, Ben has now gone to the lead. Henry's still in that second spot. Ben doing a really good job. Ben Singer doing a great job of holding down that third. He's closed the gap. Meanwhile, Boyd Senior has also closed that gap to the leaders. Tight bunch at the front, but who've got Ben, Henry, Ben again, Singer, and there's Glen Boyd. Moz is up there, Steve Barker's up there, and Jack Boyd, as per normal, just lurking around in that seventh spot at the moment. Ben just a little bit wide there. As you can see in the background, our second group being led now by Damo. Ant Connors is in there, Rob McGrath, Scott Harvey, Dean Logsdale. So about to commence lap 4 of 8. Pick up on Joel Bistwell, who is just on the back of this back in 13th spot, but 8th is not that far ahead. So watch the boys looking for that all-important toe and maybe a bit of a way through, but doesn't look like there was too many successful moves that time around. '86 is a really fun car to drive. iRacing have made a few improvements to it, maybe a little bit. Might be as we got somebody turned around there. Who was that? I think that was that might have been Rob McGrath. That's scattered the pack a little bit. Oh, I think Rob's just got onto the brakes a little bit, so he didn't run into the back of Ant Connors, and that's just unsettled. The 86 through the corner. As we head back up the front, this boys come through to complete lap 4. Still Ben about 3/10 over Henry. Oh, somebody just scraped the wall there coming onto the front straight. I think that might have actually been Glen Boyd. See, the times are all pretty close for these top 6, top 7, all in the 202s at the moment. So Henry looks for a little bit of a side draft this time, something a bit different. That's Glen Boyd sticking to the inside line. Interesting move. Has that grabbed Glen second spot? It's going to be on the outside for this corner though. Tucks in behind. Ben had a lot of momentum then, Glen, but had nowhere to spend it. There is prize money up for grabs this season, so it's important that the boys get championship points, but it's imperative that they also keep their incident counts low, because there's penalties for incident tallies, so all of the drivers will be conscious of that. Still shuffling the order for those minor places. The front 3 now with Henry, Ben as in Formula and Ben as in Singer. I've sort of just broken away a little bit from Moz Moroz now, about a second gap back to Moz as they cross the stripe to commence lap 6. Further back, it looks like and Connors is trying to put Damo under a little bit of pressure. Oh, Damo's got the blinks. That's not going to be overly helpful. As that goes, where has he gone? It's okay. I know Damo's back. There he is. He is back. He's just gone into stealth mode just to throw the Cobra off his game. As we head back up the front. The front 3 boys are still maintaining that 1 second gap. Glen Boyd has dropped all the way down to 5th. Not sure whether he's had a slowdown or an off track or... So I'll go back and find Campbell Hutton, who's a regular on a Monday night Roads to Rumble series. In a battle here with Joel Oosterwall just ahead of him. Scott Harvey in that battle as well. So we're on lap 7 now. Go back and find our leaders. It looks like Ben's now putting Henry under a fair bit of pressure. Jump on board with Ben Singer. Get a front row seat. Gotta wait to get back on the throttle through this particular corner. Not sure if Henry's running into some tyre issues or just trying to back to bend. About to commence the last lap this time round, so it'll be on like Donkey Kong. This is the two Boyds sandwiching Moz at the moment as we ride on board with Steve Barker. So they commenced the final lap. Watch our leaders for this final lap as Ben Faulkner now gets a run on Henry. He's cleared Henry. Has Henry got anything to come back with? He's looking for a bit of side draft, but tucks back in behind Ben. Maybe the back straight is the next. Oh, Henry thinks about a move. This corner's always dangerous. Oh, Ben Faulkner's running a little bit wide. That's given Henry back the lead as Ben Singer also looked to take advantage but didn't quite get the move done. So Henry is now back in front again. Ben Singer thinks about a move up the inside, then goes back to the outside. Oh, Ben Faulkner's going to try around the outside. He'll have the inside run for the next corner. Can he hold on to it? Looks like he has. What's Henry got for him now? Is Henry going to switch? Ben Faulkner's running a defensive line. This is going to come down to a run to the... Oh, no. I think there was a bit of touching. Henry's got to run around the outside. Ben's trying to squeeze him. This is going to be any... Henry has grabbed it by 11 thousandths. Great run from our front three runners there for race one. I'd say great way to start the season. Great racing between our front, well actually the whole field. We have got one crasher. Tony S looks like he's had another spill. Not sure what's happened to Tony this time. Oh, he's tried to go around the outside of, I think that's Shannon Curry. Just made a little bit of contact. All right, we're about to grid up for our consolation. So let's see if we can quickly get a grid. I don't know that we'll get through all of the grid, but we'll give it a crack. So it's going to be Damo starting off a pole, courtesy of the reverse grid. Steve Barker will be out of 2. Then it's going to be Moz, Glen Boyd. Then Jack Boyd and Ben Singer. Row 4 is going to be Ben Faulkner and Henry Fenson, our protagonists from race 1. Then it's going to be Dean Longsdale and Anthony Connors. Scott Harvey and Joel Oosterwool. Then Campbell Hutton and Shannon Curry. Then Brett Hadfield, Andy Phillips. Then Dave Gogol, Rob McGrath. Darren Linus lights are on, so we might just leave that there. And
green flag, green flag.
Grab the start. Looks like one's got away cleanly again. So head down to turn 1. Oh, 3 wide. Who's that with the big run? That was Moz with the big run down. As again, they're 3 wide. That's going to be tight. I think they've all made it through so far. There's some boys in a hurry tonight. Jump on board with Damo, who was our pole sitter. He's dropped 5 spots already. Looks like Glen Boyd has actually gone to the front. Actually, Glen Boyd is sitting in the lobby. I'm going to bring him into the studio. So Glen is with us. We won't bug him just at the moment because he's obviously got his hands full out there in front. So we'll just let him drive. We'll have a talk to him afterwards when things settle down a little bit after lap 1. He's looking from the rear of Damo's car. He's got somebody breathing down his neck. I think that might be Ben Singer, actually. It is Ben. Was looking for a way through, but didn't get the job done. Ben's got Henry back there. So it looks like Henry and Ben Singer a little bit delayed, whereas Ben Faulkner has got the perfect jump. Jump in the cockpit with Damo. Damo hasn't had much practice in these, so he's learning on the run. As we got a crasher further back in the field, it looks like something's happened to Brett Hatfield. Oh, he's just run up wide, got out onto the grass and into the wall. That's definitely a trip to the pits. Get that damage repaired. Boys have got a pit lane drive through this time. They don't need to stop in their pit bay, just drive through pit lane. Just to add a little bit of strategy to it all. See who gets it right. Ben Faulkner now has gone to the front. Are you with us, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, mate. I had my hands full.
So, I'm a bit confused. Are you up the front or is it young Jack?
No, Jack's up the front. I think he's second or third at the moment.
Ah, okay. Yeah, cool. They've got the numbers around back to front for some reason.
Yep, copy that. They do.
No wonder I'm getting confused. I'm too old for this. It's Jack. So it is Jack now trying to get the lead off of Ben. Ben Faulkner now dives into the pits to do his drive-through. That moves Moz up into second. all the way down to 18th at this stage. Just going to see if we can bring up a doesn't look like it's going to register. Oh, that's Damo in the background. What happened there? Let's go back and have a look. Oh, it's Ben Singer, I think. That's turned him around. Oh, nearly got 40. I think you got some damage out of that, Glenn.
Definitely.
There we go, that's better. Apologies for that. For some reason we had sure why we've got car number up twice. There we go. That's what we were looking for. So it's telling us that for some reason it's telling us that Ben Faulkner hasn't been through pits yet, but pretty sure he has. But anyway, it's still Henry leading at the moment from Moz as they've dived into the pits this time around. So we start lap 5. That should technically everyone now goes through the pits and comes out. Put Rob McGrath right up the top. So some of these boys are not registering going through the pits, which is curious, but we'll sort that out afterwards. We're going to assume that everyone has done their pits. As Damo is in the pits for an extended stay. That could be internet related. So currently it is Henry leading from Rob McGrath. Ben Faulkner is in third. That's Jack Boyd in fourth. Steve Barker in fifth. Moz Moroz in sixth. Ben Singer in seventh. Dean Logsdale in eighth. Dave Gogol ninth. And Joel Oosterwall in 10th. That's your top 10 at this stage. So we go back and just as we go back, who's that? That's Campbell Hutton. What's happened to Campbell? Did he get help or did he do this all on his own? I think he's just run wide. He has. He's got out onto that grass. Same as we saw in race 1. Tony S. Not quite as much damage. He should be able to get that up and running if he hasn't got any steering damage. So the battle rages with so this is Joel, Darren, and I think that might be the Cobra Connors there, looking to sneak up the outside. So they go 3 wide. Wisely decide that that's not going to work. I think Darren might have backed out of that one. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Jack Boyd has now gone to the lead. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, there we go. I think we're all sorted again now. So we're a few Christmas glitches, I think. So Jack leads. So it comes through to complete lap 6. Ben Faulkner currently second. Steve Barker having a really good run up into that 3rd spot. Henry back there in 4th. About just over a second back in 4th. He's got Ben and Moz for company. Two laps to go. Sets the fastest lap of the race that time around with a 2:02.09. The toe does make a fair bit of difference. As Steve Barker now goes to the lead. Ben Faulkner trying to hang on around the outside. Oh, bit of rubbing there. Everyone manages to hold on to it. So many different lines at this track. Has been so far, G. Been good to watch. So, Ben Faulkner momentarily grabs the lead. He will have the inside running for the next left-hander. So Jack looks to make a move. 2 for the price of 1. He's didn't quite get through on Ben, but got the job done on Steve Barker. So it's as they were the previous lap as we come around to commence the final lap for race 2. to break away ever so slightly. But I'm sure Ben will recover that with a toe up this long back straight. Ben did, in fact, get the lead back from young Jack. Jack tucks in behind. I think they were side by side there. Oh, I think Ben may have just run Jack a little bit wide. Might have just escorted him a little bit wide there. I'm not sure we would have to have a look at a replay of that one. It has given Ben about a half a second lead now as they're coming in to greet the checkered flag. Not sure if Jack will be able to make that. Oh, just as they head for the line, it looks like the Cobra has come unstuck. He's tumbling down the leaderboard. We'll go back and have a look at that once our leaders cross the start finish line for the checkered flag. Will be Ben from Jack, Steve Barker. Looks like got a bit of a tangle back here somewhere. So this is Ant Connors and Joel. Oh, Ant's lost it on his own and then speared into Darren Linus. Glen managed to avoid it. Then the flick spin. And then what's happened, there was a second incident. I reckon this might be where... Oh, yeah, he's... okay. That was all a bit messy. All right, that concludes our race 2. We'll see if we can get some results up in a minute. Just waiting for the official results. Waiting for the session to tick over. And there we go. So it was Ben Faulkner first from Jack Boyd, Steve Barker third, then Ben Singer, Henry Fenson, Moz Moroz, Dean Logsdale, Dave Gogol, Joel Oosterwell in 9th, Darren Linus rounding out our top 10. As we go over the page, Glenn Boyd home in 11th, then Scott Harvey, Shannon Curry, Andy Phillips, Tony S, Rob McGrath, Anthony Connors, Glenn Boyd, Brett Hadfield, Campbell Hutton, and Damo, I think, had some technical issues. So on that note, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back with the feature race very, very soon. All right, welcome back. We're just about to grid up for our main feature race. So I'm going to quickly see if we can get a grid. So it's going to be Ben Singer off pole this time. Steve Barker out of 2. Then it's going to be Jack Boyd and Ben Faulkner. Then Henry Fenson, Moz Moroz. Then Dean Logsdale, Dave Gogol. Row 5 will be Joel Oosterwool and Darren Linus. Then it's going to be our own Glenn Boyd and Scott Harvey. Row 7 will be Shannon Curry and Andy Phillips, and the lights are on, so we will abandon our grid.
Green, green, green.
And off and racing. It's going to be Ben Singer that leads the way through turn 1. Jack Boyd up alongside Ben Faulkner as they go side by side up the hill. It's an angry pack that's chasing him down. So Jack is on the outside. He's going to take a wider turn through the sweeping right-hander. Puts him in a perfect position for the next tight left-hander. As Ben Faulkner looks to make a run up the inside. I don't think Jack's going to play this game twice. Ben gives him plenty of room that time around. Good to see. Jack will have the inside running now for the next few corners. As we go 3 wide again. This has put young Jack in a bit of a... No, oh, Jack's been turned. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll go back and see if we can grab a replay of what actually happened. So Jack was in the middle. Oh, he's banging doors with... I reckon that was Dean. I reckon that might have been Dean. So that's put Jack way back in the pack now. Meanwhile, Ben Faulkner has opened a gap of just under a second with the fastest opening lap. Glen has managed to avoid all the carnage. So we go back and find Glen in a bit of a battle with Dino. Watch out, he's got a bad rap. Glen. And Glen's going to look for a run up the inside. Holds a tight line, gives Dino plenty of space. Darren Linus is tucked in behind. Jump on board with Darren. Watch this battle unfold in front. So Glen now gets another run on Loggers. It's tight. This has given Darren a bit of a run on Glen, but I don't think he can do much with it. This is a very tight left-hander, which you get it wrong and it gets messy very quickly. Looks like a few boys have jumped into the pits early. It's actually Ben Faulkner that's jumped into the pits. Oh, that's an interesting call. Steve Barker now leads as Henry Fenson sets the fastest lap. As we jump up the front, jump on board with Ben Singer. Front splitter as he is a bit of a bump draft to Steve Barker. Then pulls out of the. Oh no, he did pull out of the toe. He was moving across to try and dissuade anybody from getting a run down the outside. Really tightly bunched at the front. This is pretty much anyone's game. 30-minute race with a compulsory pit stop for tyres, so we'll have to see what strategy the boys employ. Let's grab some weather details. Track temp's only 19 degrees, so tyres shouldn't be too much of an issue. As our front three now have managed to get about a second gap. So Dave Gogol is having a really good run this time around. Up into that fifth spot. Got Glen Boyd tucked in behind him. Of three up the front, still dicing away. Nearly a second and a half back to Loggers in fourth now. That might just be enough to break the toe. See the boys down the bottom that have done their pit stops now. I think both Dave and Glenn, if they could get past Loggers, might be able to close this gap down a little bit.
100%.
Might be hoping that Dino decides to do his pit stop sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but once you drop off the train, it's game over.
Yeah, you need probably need Loggers to pit and Dave to stay out.
Now let's see if we can set something up this time. I'll see if I can get Dave alongside him.
Yeah, you've got
and then we'll both.
The gap is down to around it. It's hovering between 9/10 and a second now. It's down to under 9/10, so are making some gains. So jump on board with Glenn. See if he can get a run on these two boys down this long back straight. Definitely got the run, but not much you can do with it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Dave, Dave, didn't want to do a side draft, so stalemate.
Yeah, you've got to, the gap is down to around it. It's hovering between 9/10 and a second now. It's down to under 9/10, so are making some gains. So jump on board with Glenn. See if he can get a run on these two boys down this long back straight. Definitely got the run, but not much you can do with it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Dave didn't want to do a side draft, so stale, mate.
Well, he got the gap down, but if Dave starts battling too hard with Dean, that's could all go away very quickly. Glen's made it through now on Dave. Oh, where is Dave? He's there somewhere. There he is. Tucked in behind. So we're nearly completed 1/3 race distance already. Time flies when you're having fun. He's certainly within striking distance of the front three now, as they continue to battle it out up the front. Looks like Steve Barker might be heading into the pits, which he is. So Darren Linus actually set the quickest time of our top 7 runners that time around. Of course, Ben Faulkner will come into play here as well, having done his pit stop earlier, as will Steve Barker. Once everyone's completed their pit stop, as boys up ahead run 2 wide. It's Dino trying to get a move done on Ben Singer. Unsuccessful that time around. Ben closes right up under brakes. Now, which one of these 4 is going to blink first? Actually, which one of these top 7? Because I think Glen's got some pressure from behind as well. Dave Gogol's still there. So they come around to complete lap 6. Looks like everybody is staying out at this stage. None of our top runners have blinked, as Glen sets a personal best on that lap. Damo has pitted out of 12th spot, as has Andy Phillips also pitted, another one of our new boys. This is a very tight race at the front. I think Ben has just signalled that he may be pitting this time around. With a battle this close. Was that the message, Glen, or?
Yeah, it was. Yep. Yeah, they're pitting. Yep.
Nice of them to let you know what they're doing.
Yeah, let's see if they do.
Well, this is true. No, they stayed out. So Glen actually dives into the pits with Loggers.
Yeah, we'll come in.
I think that might be a smart move. I reckon you're sort of getting a bit held up there, and that might
Definitely.
put you back into the clutches of guys like Faulkner and Barker. So the majority of the field actually pitted that time around, so it's where you all come out that's going to make all the difference. So Henry still leads. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it is Henry. That's a slower car that they're getting past. Bensinger is still in second. So Ben Faulkner has actually jumped quite a few. So Loggers leaves the pits, as does Glen. Managed to jump Steve Barker. Tony S is right in this as well. He's as is Dave Gogol. And Connors is up there. This is going to be a battle to the end. So we've reached the halfway mark. Henry has stayed out. Ben has gone into the pits, as has Shannon Curry. So Henry is playing a completely different tune to everybody else. This could well be our battle for the minor places. Young Jack has made his way back up just outside the top 10. Steve Barker looks to try and get through on Loggers. Oh, that's tight. Oh dear. Tony S looks to make it 3 wide. That's never going to work. There's a bit of panel rubbing. This is wide. He was coming. Oh, and there we are. There's the big one. There's the big one. Wow. That has wiped out quite a few of our contenders in one foul swoop. So there was a bit of bumping and grinding. Oh, and then Tony's come across the front of Steve Barker, and it's stacks on the mill. All right, well, that's sorted that. So Henry now leads. Who? Oh, that's Dean. Dean is still running, but with some major damage. Looks like Ant Connors and Darren Linus. I think that's Darren Linus has tried to keep going with a broken front suspension and slammed it into the wall. I think let's go back and see what happened to Ant. Oh, he was just an innocent victim in that massive pile-up. Oh, All right, well, let's try and sort out where we are now. Now that, so Dean is still running, albeit with a fair bit of damage. Henry is leading, but still hasn't done his pit stop as Sean Doyle joins us on the chat. Okay, Doyley, we're missing you out here, mate. It's been some really good racing tonight. A little bit of carnage just then, but not unexpected. As our running order on lap 10 now is Henry leading, still yet to pit. Leads from Ben Faulkner in that second place. Glen Boyd is now third. He's got Ben Singer straight behind. Jack Boyd is now up into fifth spot. Where's young Jack? There's Jack. He's got Moz for company. So Jack has done an absolute ripper job to... he was virtually last after that first lap incident. He's made his way all the way back up to fifth. It's good to hear Sean will be with us in round two. Looking forward to that. Donington Park next week, I think it is. Better check that. To make sure I've got that right. Oh, sorry, no, it will be Phillip Island. Wow. Can't get that wrong. It's the two Boyds now run fourth and fifth. Moz has made his way up to this group as well. They're about 5 seconds behind Ben, who currently holds down that second spot, but as I said, Henry is yet to get his pit stop done. It's a good little battle between Glen and Ben at this stage. Further back we've got Shannon and Campbell Hutton, Shannon Curry, Campbell Hutton battling it out for, what are they, 9th and 10th. Sitting inside the top 10. Damo's going to hold up Henry. Not sure that's in the rules, Damo, but it's a pretty lonely race for Ben at this stage. He really needs Henry to get that pit stop out of the way. We'll go back and look at this battle again with the two Boyds. Moz is in there, Ben Singer's in there. Oh, if they think about 3 wide, that's a scary proposition. As Henry now is into the pits. Damo's just letting us know he's in. So Damo is Damo racing and talking on the chat? Sean says Faulkner is flying. Yes, but like most birds, Doyley, once you clip their wings, it's a little bit harder for them to get off the ground. Keeping in mind that round 5 will be will probably be the championship decider, I would guess, because we're going to Adelaide for round 5, and history shows that can deliver all sorts. As the two Boyds run line astern. The younger one has taken seniority. I think he's looking for the old man to give him a push up to Ben. Henry has closed that gap down to Ben at the front. It's under a second now. Can Henry get up there and battle with Ben and give these other boys a chance to bridge that gap? It's around about 4.5 seconds, so it's a pretty tall order. As we go back to this four-way battle. Oh, Ben's got a little bit loose. That's cost him some momentum. Jack doesn't need a second invitation. Ben's going to try and fight back through this final corner. Jack should have the run out. Ben looks like he's if he had a slowdown or something. Damo reckons there's a KFC on the back straight. I reckon Damo's found a food truck. That's what. Oh, 3 wide again. Oh, just a little tap. Was that you, Mr. Boyd?
Yep.
giving Moz the hurry up.
Yeah, and whew, geez, that was lucky. I thought that he'd have been gone then. Really. It doesn't take much of a hit on the back of a car to send it. And literally a handprint, just a little hand push is enough, let alone the front end of a car.
Dolly wants a 6-pack. Damo? I'm not sure if that's a 6-pack of chicken or a 6-pack of beer. Damo's onto it. All right, we've got 2 laps to go. Oh, Henry has, let's jump up the front. Henry has caught up to Ben. Looks like he's got the run. I wonder if Ben is. Do you want nuggets with that, Doily? You can see where Damo's priorities lie. It's more with his stomach than with racing. So Henry now still leads. Just over Ben. These two don't look like they're interested in battling too much at this stage. They've got that 6-second gap. Back to young Jack, who's still got Moz, Glen and Ben for company. Boys will get the white flag next time through. See, Barney's waving the white flag. There it is. These two, as I said, got about a 6-second gap back to the battle for third. No nuggets, Doily. You want wings instead? Oh dear. I'm guessing that in actual fact Damo's at the pub, so that's why you're not getting nuggets. So 2 leaders now side by side up this back straight. Ben just sneaks through, regains that lead. What's Henry going to do? Thought about going around the outside, but tucks back in. Still got an opportunity up. If he gets a good exit out of this corner, gets a good run, still got an opportunity at the end of this short straight. Not sure he's close enough this time around though. Is he going to save it for the last couple of corners? Well, Henry's just run a tad wide. That'll cost him a little bit of momentum. So make their way through the final turn. I think Ben has got this one in the bag. The checkered flag is out. And it will be Ben, the win over Henry. Third place is going to go to young Jack Boyd. What a sterling drive that was.
Yeah, it's very hard to come back from being last, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that was that's probably the drive of the night, I would say. As we wait for the rest of the field to cross the line. Moz got home in 4th, followed by Glen Boyd in 5th. Then it was Ben Singer. Joel Oosterwell had a good race 3, home in 7th. Then Campbell Hutton, a great race. Campbell up into 8th. One of our new boys, Brett Hatfield, also a good run for 9th. Dean managed to bring the damaged car home in 10th. Scott Harvey in 11th. Then Dave Gogol, Steve Barker, who's also involved in that big incident. Damo, who stopped for what I'm guessing was some alcohol and maybe a bit of KFC. And then it was Phillips, Linus, Connors, McGrath, Curry, Tony S. and Glenn Hill. We'll grab some boys in for an interview very shortly. We'll bring up a podium finish as well. So,
excuse me, Greg. I can't drag him down. I apologise, mate.
Yeah, I can't either.
hang on.
Copy.
Permissions. You got the permissions to do it.
Yeah, he's playing up. Can't drag him down.
All right, I'll bring him in.
Copy.
All right, let's see if we can get some official results up. First of all, just waiting for iRacing. And there we go. So, oops. Thanks, iRacing. That's not what we wanted.
Henry's waiting there too, Greg.
Copy that. All right, so it was first place, Ben Faulkner, Henry home in second, Jack Boyd, as I said, probably the driver of the night to get home in third, then Mos Moroz, Ben Boyd, Ben Singer, Joel Oosterwall, Campbell Hutton, Brett Hadfield, Dean Logsdale, as we flip over the page. It was Scott Harvey, Dave Gogol, Steve Barker, Damien Seeger home in 14th after his KFC and alcohol. Andy Phillips home in 15th. Then Darren Linus, Ant Connors, Shannon Curry, Rob McGrath, and over the page, Tony S. and Glen Hill. All right, we'll bring up our podium. And let's start with, well, young Jack's not here, so we'll start with Mr. Boyd Senior.
Was a good night of racing, wasn't it?
It was. It was very action-packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, and just an insight, the car doesn't have a lot of front grip, so it is got a lot of understeer, so the boys are doing well to keep it away from each other, but obviously I've seen there's a bit of carnage tonight. But yeah, it was all in all good racing, and yeah, Jack did a good drive to come from the back because I couldn't last night in one of the races. The field is separated by less than a second, so he's done well. But yeah, it was good fun and great to get back in the seat.
And Henry.
Hello.
Home in second in the feature.
Yeah, I was shocked. I didn't think I was going to come out anywhere near Ben after the all the racing going on at the front. Yeah, I thought his early pit stop might have paid off, but no, luckily I came out. Somehow I managed to get away from everyone else. Oh, actually, I think I got to thank Damo because he was sort of just a few seconds up the road for a couple of laps, was just breaking the air for me. I think that's what got me back up there.
Did not read the chat then.
Yeah. Damo was trying to sell something a little bit different, Henry, but we all know Damo, so.
I'll put up to see how much people would pay me to hold you up, mate. So no one did though, so you're lucky.
Yeah, I catch you a bit. I started catching you a bit quick, so that's why I pitted. I thought I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah. Never trust Damo, especially when he's got KFC wings and
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Noted.
And Ben, good night. Good night for you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you. I was surprised when you came out behind me, Henry. Because all the boys were coming out like 4 or 5 seconds behind, and then you were like a second when I was like, oh, I've got to put my foot down again.
I enjoyed it. Get right.
It was really good racing though. For all 3 races, I enjoyed. It was so good fun, and these cars are just awesome to race. So it was felt fabulous night.
I was going to say, Ben, you've got a little bit of experience in the 86, haven't you? I've watched you in some of the other leagues, so I was quite aware that you probably got a little bit more experience than some of the other boys, but you put it to good use tonight, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, pretty much since the car came out. I've done V8 Pro and GT Pro before, but these cars are probably my favorite just because of how close the racing is, because they're low powered cars.
Yeah.
And you can get really door to door and put some good moves on. So it really is good fun, and I enjoy doing it. So I've been doing it for I've won 5 championships in this car for different leagues. So I do. It is my favorite car, so I do enjoy it. And then the new update has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works because you have to get used to some different mechanics of how the car moves. So it's I'm glad to be back in it.
Cool. And go back to Glen. Any shout outs, Glen?
Just to the guys who organised the league for this little bit of a break between our regular racing. Thanks to you, Greg, for the broadcast, and a shout out to the number 1 fan.
No worries. And Henry, any shout outs?
Just like to thank all the boys at Evolution Sim Sports, ABR ABR Setup Shop, Screaming Electrical Data, Premium Designs, Cataclysmic Computers, Skid Kings, JJ Nessie Raceway, iRacing Down Under, Premium Cinematography, Down Under Sim TV. Thanks to you guys for putting this one on. It's exciting to get out of the masses and try something new, and these things are good fun to run, so looks like it's going to be a fun season, and thanks to you for the broadcast again, Greg.
No worries. And Ben?
Just the boys at Vermilion Esports, Burb Designs, Supernova Motorsports, Highway Setups, Lewis Greathead Online Coaching, VX Coaching, and all you boys who put on the great league.
No worries. And Moz or Damo, got anything you want to add? Maybe not Damo, because he might be under the weather.
But Moz's got something to add, but I'll just say, just a little bit of insight as well. My car is significantly underpowered, so usually I'm obviously up in front of Ben and stuff, but because plus the camper's off as well, and I think they put the wrong tyres on it. Maybe it's automatic, but yeah, otherwise I'd be up there. But cheers, boys. Good night.
Other than that, it was all fine. Moz, what's your excuse?
Well, I don't have one. I think Damo might need a bit of Palmer's massage cream. Yep, to massage all those stretch marks out. It's on sale for $2. I had a great race. I don't know. I totally messed up race 3. I don't know what I was, 17th, 18th. Saw Jack and I thought, great, I'll push him along. Let's see how far we can get. And we got back up there, so that was really good.
You know, as I said, there's some good runs through the field, but what I have noticed, and I'm not going to mention any names, Damo, but there's certainly a few drivers out there that are sort of carrying a little bit of extra Christmas weight at this time of the year. So
probably me.
Rather than complaining about the carb, perhaps there's quite a few good diet options out there.
Jesus.
I'm getting in early.
Yeah. Well, I've started bike riding, so yeah, you might be onto something, mate. Yeah.
Oh no, not one of those men in lycra.
Oh, I have to, mate. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. We want pictures, or do I have to get AI?
No, we don't.
I can get AI.
No, I'll send them through. Yeah, no worries.
No, that's okay. All right. Well, on that note, I think we might call the evening done. Next week, we're round 2 at Phillip Island, where Damo will be 1 week into his crash diet and will be certainly back up the front. So we look forward to that next week. So until next Wednesday night, everybody stay safe. And for those of you out there wondering, I think when's the Roadster Rumble back? Damo? 2nd?
Yeah, the 2nd, I believe, at this stage. So that'll be confirmed by the end of this week, I'd say. I've just got to have a quick chat to yourself and Loshy and that and get that all confirmed.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll get it all done.
Cool.
Get it out there.
So there will be a little bit of overlap, probably for a week or 2 for this series and the Mazdas. But anybody out there that wants to jump in for the Mazda League on a Monday night, it's a fantastic little league run by the same guys that run this league. So as you can see, it's very well organised. So hopefully, anybody out there in broadcast land that wants to jump in on a Monday night, make sure you look up the Roadster Rumble Facebook page, get on and have a chat to the admins. All right, boys, till next Wednesday night, we'll say farewell and we'll catch you all again 6:30 next Wednesday night. Ciao for now.